This video is covering RCDs tripping. Here are some RCD samples. They come in 3 sizes: 1 module, 2 modules and 4 modules, and all have a test button to test the RCD. They shouldn't be mixed up with main switches or MCBs, which look very similar. Main switches isolate the entire installation, and circuit breakers protect for overload and short circuits. They do, however, look very similar to the untrained eye, so just make sure if you've got a test button, it's an RCD. Whereas most RCDs simply just push up to reset, these particular two you have to push down to latch before you can reset it, so just always check that in case you have one of these two. Now, RCDs are extremely sensitive and monitor earth faults, so can easily trip with moisture present or as appliances start to fail, as 2 examples. 95% of the time they are tripping due to a faulty appliance rather than a fault in the hard wiring. But if you had recently had a leak or a lot of rain just before the RCD is tripped, it is a good chance this may have something to do with it. There are 2 main types of consumer units: a dual RCD, which I've set up here and I'll show you first, and in this type each RCD protects multiple circuits, so the fault could be on any one of these circuits. This RCD protects these circuits and this RCD protects these circuits. This is the main switch and turns everything off. I haven't labelled this up, but hopefully yours is, and it should show you which RCD protects which circuits, and the board could be reversed depending on what make you've got, so keep an eye out for that. Now you can see here the RCD is tripping. So firstly, switch off the MCBs and try and reset the RCD. If it resets, turn the circuit breakers on one at a time till you find out what circuit is causing the problem. And you can leave that off, reset the RCD, and at least you've got some power. Now this only works with live to earth faults. So once you've found the circuit, unplug or switch off everything on that circuit, making sure you don't miss anything. Then try and reset the MCB. If it resets, plug in or switch the appliances back in until it trips. This will indicate what is causing the RCD to trip. If by turning the MCBs off you can't reset the RCD, then you most likely have a neutral to earth fault. In this case you will have to unplug everything on all the circuits that don't have power, protected by the RCD that's tripping, and not forgetting anything. Then hopefully the RCD resets. If it does, then reset the MCBs if not already, plug in and switch everything back on until the RCD trips, indicating what is causing the problem. If you're lucky enough to have this type of consumer unit called a straight board, then you will already know what circuit is causing the problem. As before, you simply unplug and switch off everything on that circuit until the RCD resets. Then unplug or switch on until it trips, indicating the problem. If these procedures don't work, double and triple check you will not miss anything, and I've made a list of items you may have missed. Failing that, it's time to call a qualified approved electrician.